Hello there, YouTube. Check this out. This is my watering station. Have the regular water, chicken waterers here. We have a sugar water tower. We have a chicken water down here. Now the focal point for this is this raggedy looking willow tree. Okay, let me pan over. Those are the beehives over there, and it's exactly 110 feet from the beehives to the tree. And this is well back, probably about 8 or 10 feet from the tree. So I think it's far enough away to where it's a pretty well communal watering station. Let me get a little bit closer and I'll show you some. Look at that. I can stand here or sit here and listen to that all day long. Now, in the bottom of this pan, I have 2 inches of rocks, and then I have some old comb that I tore up and put in there, and whatever leaks down from the top of this tower. Let me pan over, show you down there. They're just some happy little girls. Look at that. Now the sugar to water ratio, I'm using 3 parts water to 1 part sugar. I know that's a pretty thin liquid, but come on, lady, move over. Come on, I don't want to sit on you. There you go. Sitting down. I want it to be as liquidy as possible. I add per gallon 1 tablespoon of I just had a brain fart. 1 tablespoon of vinegar, just distilled white vinegar. It raises the pH, makes it more like honey. And to every other batch, I add some herbal tea with different types of herbs in it. Gives a little bit better taste, and it's beneficial for them. It's not just plain old sugar water. Now, we're in a dearth right here. I wouldn't be feeding like this if we weren't. Let me pan over. As you can see over there, I have some flowers that have petered out. Over here in my pear orchard, I have some flowers that have petered out, all except for the little bits of bee balm that I have planted. We have pink bee balm here, and we have some red over there, and we got a little bit of red over here, but not much. Just planted those this year. They've come up and they've flowered real nicely. We have some more back here, and a couple spread out through here, but they haven't flowered yet. Looking directly back to between the top bar hive and the fence, in the tires along the fence, I have tayberries and marionberries, and they came up very well this year. Got them from Harvest Nursery down in Portland. They flowered. The bees loved them. Harvested about a cup and a half of berries. They're just first years. You can see that everything is pretty much dead. That before we hit 95 degrees for a week and a half, this was all flowers. Bees were loving it. Now we're in a natural dearth. The only flowers that are up right now, we have what's left of a Queen Anne's lace, and I have some gladdies that have come up underneath my apple tree. Me and the granddaughter planted those last year. So far, these are the only ones that have come up. As you see, everything inside the apple orchard is pretty much gone because of the heat. I keep watering in here, and these gladdies seem to like it. Over here on the other side of the fence, you can see why we're in the middle of a dearth. About a week ago, I would say about a week or so ago, this is all, I've got half an acre of purple tansy, and it was in full bloom. It was a beautiful hue of purple, light lavender color, awesome. We hit 95 for a week and a half, and even though I watered it, it all curled up and went away. So I'm gonna let it sit here for about a month. Come about the middle of August, I'm gonna hack it all down with a weed eater. It'll self-seed itself. It'll come back for a flush in October, and the bees will have nectar out of this, out of the purple tansy, until the first frost, which is last year with this weird weather we're having, wasn't until December 3rd. And they feasted on this until December 3rd last year. Yeah. Anyway, if you look down this aisle, right here, 2 weeks ago, this was all California poppies. California poppies, they just, the heat zapped them and they just didn't like it. So let's go back over here. This all here on the ground, you can see what's left of the clover. I do have a little patch of clover here. I'm stepping on clover, as you can see, and I've been watering the hell out of it. It's just that the ground is so dry that when the water hits it, it soaks it up, and it doesn't give the roots any. You see some bumblebees over there working it. See, hey, see some native bumblebees. They're working that clover pretty good. I see a couple honeybees in there, but that's the last spot of clover that I have. That's flowering. That's what I'm telling you. We're in a dearth, and that's why I'm feeding this way with the sugar tower. Yep. Look at them girls. Look at that. Isn't that just an amazing sight? I can sit here and watch this all day long. Listen to that sound. Well, that's about it. Ain't this something? I love that sound. Love it, love it, love it. And there's another. Well, I'm gonna pan up. You look at the sky. It's not looking too good. It's in the mid 70s, and it's fixing to rain. Sorry about that panning and all that. It's been threatening to rain all day. They're getting rain in Seattle, but I don't think we'll get any down here. I feel a couple little sprinkles, and I've been bumped in the head by the bees. If I had the regular video camera working, I could zoom in on the bees. They're just working back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're just going like mad back and forth to the hives. It is something cool. As I was walking over there to show you the gladdies, I had to duck a couple times because I got pinged in the side of the head and the arm, and in their flight path. They're sucking up as much sugar water as they can during this dearth and headed back to the hives. Let's see, right now I've got one long hive, 1, 2, 3, 4 Langstroths, and three top bars. One of my top bars is pretty weak, so I've been supplemental feeding it, with a jar feeder. And I've got a couple in-hive feeders for one of my weak langs. It was a very small swarm that I caught. I would say the size of a baseball. Got it at somebody's tree, and they went from one working one frame to two, and just the other day I shook some bees off a frame full of eggs, fresh laid eggs, brood, and hatching bees, and I stuck it in there, and hopefully that'll boost their numbers, and soon they'll be coming out here to feast on this stuff over here. Yeah, but I'm not sure if they're gonna make it. I'm gonna Cat, you better get out of there. You better get out of there, Cat. They're gonna get you. Luna, you better leave. Them cats are gonna get those bees gonna get you. Yeah, well, the bees, they don't really care about anything right now, when they're feeding like this. Well, this is Cody signing out, saving the world one bee at a time.